Hi, today I'll teach you how to crochet this little top. It's a quick little beginner's project, if you will. It's quite easy to do, and I will hold your hand through the whole top and show you every step of the way. We will begin with the ribbing on the bottom part, and then we will turn the work and begin working horizontally all along the boobs. And we will finish up with weaving in the ends right here, and then we have our top. The pattern today I will show you in a size extra small, but all the patterns are available in the link below. So let's begin. And for the materials, I have used a 100% cotton yarn. This is a mustard yellow color. The size is a sport weight 2. I will leave a link in the description for where you can find it, where you can buy it. And I will also write how much you will need for this top in a size extra small. I've used a crochet hook size 3.5mm and some scissors, one tapestry needle, and then I've also used 2 stitch markers. We begin with a slip knot. So make a loop with your yarn and take the long end of the yarn behind the loop. Then grab it from the middle with your hook and pull. Then we chain 18, so yarn over and pull through. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 18 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16, 17, and 18. Then we have our chain. Then we turn and begin working in this chain. Begin from the second one from your hook. This is the first one. This is the second. Insert your hook in the second chain. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2. That's a single crochet. Move on to the next chain. Insert your hook. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2. So keep making single crochet in each chain. So insert in the next one. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2. So 1 single crochet in every chain all the way across. We began with a chain of 18 and we skipped the first one. So you should have 17 single crochet when you're all the way across. And the final one, you can see this is your final chain. This one is your slip knot and you will never be working into this one. So your final chain, 1 single crochet in this, and you can now count your stitches and you should have 17 single crochet all the way across. Then we will turn the work. So we chain 1, yarn over, pull through, and turn the work. Now we'll be working all the way across, and again begin from the second stitch from your hook. Skip this one as your first one, move into the second one, and instead of going underneath the whole stitch, you will only be working into the back loop of the stitch. So this one is your back loop. This is your front loop, and this is your back loop. So insert your hook through the back loop of the stitch and do a single crochet just like before. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Again into the next one, only through the back loop of the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And insert your hook through the back loop and do your single crochet. So 1 single crochet in every back loop all the way across. This is called a back loop single crochet. When you're all the way across, you should have 17 back loop single crochet, because we chained one when we turned the row, and then we skipped the first one. And when you make it to the end, you see this one is your final stitch. This one out here, this is just your turning chain. So you insert your hook through the back loop of the final stitch, do a single crochet, then you chain one and turn the work. Then skip the first one and do a back loop single crochet in the second one, just like the row before. One back loop single crochet in every stitch all the way across. And you should have 17 stitches when you're across. Repeat this row for 116 rows. Just one back loop single crochet in every stitch. In the end, you chain one and turn the work. Then you turn, skip the first one, and do one back loop single crochet in every stitch. Back and forth until you have 116 rows in total. And then you have a strap looking like this. One long piece with 116 rows. We will now connect the ends. So, make the ends meet. And we will now connect them by doing a row of slip stitches all the way across. So insert your hook through the first stitch on the opposite side, yarn over and pull through both. Then in the next one, insert your hook through the first stitch closest to you, and then the stitch on the opposite side furthest away, then yarn over and pull through both. Whoops. Okay, again. And then continue all the way across. One slip stitch in every stitch on both layers all the way across. Just push your hook through the first stitch closest to you and the stitch on the opposite side. Then yarn over and pull through everything you have on your hook. Again, through the next stitch and through the stitch on the opposite side. And you see you connect the ends. Continue all the way across. And they will now be connected with a very invisible seam. Now you open your work like this, and you have your front side. And we'll now be working into these rows, so we will now be working horizontally into this piece. So grab your working yarn. Before we begin, we chain one. And then we will work one single crochet into each row. So this is a row, and this one behind, this is a row, and this is a row. So first insert your hook in this row, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then into this row, back here. So insert your hook, do a single crochet, and then in this row, and this one behind. So just one single crochet into each row, and you have 116 rows. So by the end you have 116 single crochet. Just continue all the way around. And my final stitch. When you make it to the end, you do a slip stitch in the first stitch of the round to connect, to complete the round, connect the ends. Then you chain 1 and then turn the work. So we will be working in rounds, but we will be working back and forth. So you complete the round with a slip stitch and then you turn and work the other way. Now we'll begin working in back loop single crochet again. So you skip the first one, and in this second one you do a back loop single crochet. So you insert your hook through the back loop of the stitch, then yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. That's 1. Next one, back loop single crochet. That's 2. Back loop single crochet. That's 3. We will do 52 back loop single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So remember, back loop only, single crochet, and continue until you have 52 back loop single crochet, almost all the way to the middle. And when you have 52 back loop single crochet, we will still be working in the back loop only, but now we'll do back loop slip stitches. So in the next one, you insert your hook through the back loop, then you yarn over and pull through both loops. Again in the next one, through the back loop and a slip stitch, so you yarn over and pull through both. I will place a stitch marker in the first back loop slip stitch because we will only be making 12 back loop slip stitches. So this next one, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and it's very important that you keep your work loose. Don't do these too tight, these slip stitches. Then it will be impossible to work in for the next rows. Just 12 back loop slip stitches. And I forgot counting because I was talking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. That's it. Now we will be working in back loop single crochet again. So for the next one, insert your hook through the back loop and single crochet. I will again leave a stitch marker in the final slip stitch. So you know you have your stitch markers in your first and your final slip stitch. This will make it easier for the next many rows. So for the rest of the row, you work 1 back loop single crochet in every stitch. And that's 52 back loop single crochet. So 52 single crochet, 52 back loop single crochet, then 12 back loop slip stitches, and then 52 back loop single crochet. So continue with 1 back loop single crochet in every stitch for the rest of this round. At the end of the row, you will again connect the ends. So you insert your hook in the back loop of the first stitch you did on the row. Back loop only, then yarn over and pull through both. So you create a slip stitch to connect. Then chain 1 and turn. Then skip the first one, move on to the second, and 1 back loop single crochet. And in the next one, 1 back loop single crochet. And you continue for 52 back loop single crochet. You don't have to count because you know it's when you meet this first stitch marker. So 1 back loop single crochet in every stitch until you meet your first stitch marker. And when you make it to your first stitch marker, you remove it. Then you do a back loop slip stitch in this stitch where the stitch marker was. So insert your hook through the back loop, then yarn over, pull through, pull through. Then we will place the stitch marker in this stitch you just did. So you keep your stitch marker in your first and final stitch where you are doing the slip stitches. In the next one, also one back loop slip stitch. So insert your hook. And again, it's very important that you keep it loose. So one back loop slip stitch in every stitch for the next 12 stitches. And again, you don't have to count because you have your stitch markers to show you where to start and where to finish. It's almost impossible to do this if you don't keep it very loose. Only 3 more to go. And this is your final slip stitch. So remove the stitch marker, do a back loop slip stitch in this final stitch, and insert the stitch marker in the stitch you just did. And then continue with one back loop single crochet for the rest of the round. And that is for the next 52 stitches. But again, you don't have to count because you have your stitch markers to show you. So you see this is a lot more tight than this out here. And that's why this will be cropped. Continue for 52 stitches until you are at the end of the round back here. Then you do a slip stitch in this back loop, your first back loop stitch of the round. Then you chain one and turn and continue the other way. So back and forth in these round, and between the stitch markers you do slip stitches instead of single crochet. So back and forth the same way until it covers your boobs. I continued for 34 rows up here, and the entire top measures around 17 centimeters all the way from the bottom to the top. And of course you can continue and make more rows if your boobs are bigger or if you want more of them covered than I do. But now all you have to do is remove your stitch markers from the middle part, and then we'll finish up the back side. So we will connect the ends one final time. Just do a slip stitch in the first stitch of the round. That's it. Then we cut the yarn, pull the yarn through, and find your tapestry needle. We will now weave in this end, and we will of course do it on the inside of the top. And we will do it as invisible as possible. If you need an entire tutorial on how to weave in ends, I have another tutorial for that on my channel. But right now I will do it as I used to, just to finish up this top. Oops. And that's it. Then we cut the yarn. And we're actually done with the top, and that's it. There we have it. You can of course attach some straps up here. It would look nice with some straps, but that's up to you. Now it's done like I want it to be. I hope you found the tutorial easy to follow. If you did, please press thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again soon. Bye!